GL Control Code. GL Control Code contains the general ledger account numbers based on the various account context types that are going to receive the financial transactions. The users do not see these. They're like the PUR to SDK, MFG, VAR, those type of transaction types. And they're processed through the posting engine. Most customers are using standard posting rules. There are a couple that are using extended rules. And then that, with the posting engine, then that pushes the account number into the general ledger based on the GL control code. There's a hierarchy buried within Kinetic that was also in 10 and 9, and it started in Vantage. And it's 3 levels, and each level has 3 choices. The first place where the system goes to look for an account number is the part master, customer master, or supplier master. So if you have, an example could be that if you have some international accounts receivable, you could put a GL control on those customers and point them to a different AR GL control, and then that would also generate a different AR aging, depending on who you might want to give that AR aging to. If you're only going to buy one item, one type of product from a supplier, that could be a use for that. Like you're only going to buy gas from your gas and utility company, or electricity from your electric company. So you could put a GL control on the supplier, and then that's the first place that the system looks for an account number, and it finds that it will use that in the transaction. If it can't find any account number in the first level, then it drops through to the second level of part class, product group, and reason code. If it still can't find anything, then it goes to the third level, or what other folks call a safety net. That's APAR and inventory. And those 3 GL controls are validated and listed at the company config level. So this is an example of an AP account GL control code. And so the first column there says account context. And that gives us the different types of transactions that the users could use. And on that list, we have advance payment, AP account, clearing, expense, and so on. So we put that account number, like the first line, the 2550 account, on that for vendor deposits. If we were giving our suppliers money to get them going on a big purchase order, we could process a transaction and hit a 2550 account based on this GL control setup that we're looking at here. There's different account context for different types of transactions. So, and there's about 50 of them in the system. Some are very rarely used, like payment instruments. Some are frequently used, AP trade, AR trade, part class, and product group, as an example. This is an example of the inventory GL control code. It has the most rules out there, and this is where an account number on level 2, which is part class, product group, and reason code, then drops through to these accounts here, AP and inventory. And this is the second page of them. So we see the DMRs, inventory, like the fourth line down, inventory, account, then continuing down, we have our variances, and then work in process. And so in a nutshell, that's what we have for GL control codes based on standard posting rules and the hierarchy. So if you're going to remember one thing from today's discussion, today's meeting, it's this screen here. This hierarchy, as basic as it sounds, is it's really the keys to the kingdom of how the system goes to find an account number based on the transaction. So that 3 levels: first level part, customer or supplier; second level, part class, product group, and reason code; third level, APAR and inventory. That's really the heart and soul of where the system gets account numbers from.